going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing some preventative maintenance, or some people might call this a service. Either way, this is going to include an oil change and a multi-point inspection check on this vehicle. So stick around, I'll show you how to get it done. I'm going to go ahead and break all the lug nuts loose while the vehicle is on the ground. This is so when I raise all four corners of the vehicle and place them on jack stands, I will be able to rotate the wheels and check all the suspension components. Now I will shake the vehicle to make sure it is stable, and I'll go ahead and pop the hood and remove the oil cap and dipstick. This will allow the oil to flow smoother when I remove the drain plug. Now I will go ahead and remove all four wheels from the vehicle. This is so I can rotate these in a diagonal pattern. Then I will go ahead and check the front brakes. These definitely need to be changed. However, the rear ones still have quite a bit of life left on them. I will be replacing the front pads and rotors at a later date. While checking the suspension components, I found that the right front strut had excessive up and down play. However, some play is normal with this setup, as this is a free-floating suspension. Now I'm going to run through all the lights and check and make sure that they work properly. During testing, I did notice that the left license plate lamp is out. I will go ahead and replace that at the end of the service. With the wheels rotated, I will go ahead and tighten down all the lug nuts and set the tire pressures to 35 psi. At this time, the oil should be close to finish draining. Now, I will go ahead and use my filter wrench to remove the oil filter. Once the old filter is off, go ahead and make sure that the gasket came off with it and it's not stuck to the filter housing. And make sure the jam nut on the pipe nipple that the filter threads onto is nice and tight. I have seen filters come off or leak due to this issue. Now, I will go ahead and install the new filter after adding a thin layer of oil on the seal. This will help the installation of the new filter go on properly and seal correctly. And remember, hand tighten only. Do not use a filter wrench to tighten the new filter. Now, I will go ahead and install the new drain plug. Some drain plugs have a removable gasket that you can replace. However, this one has a built-in rubber gasket, which is good for about 7 to 10 oil changes. Then, the plug must be replaced. The oil I've chosen to go with is 5W20 Full Synthetic Valvoline Restore and Protect. I've heard good things about this oil and wanted to give it a try. If you're not sure of the weight or what type of oil that your vehicle takes, It's usually printed on the oil cap, or you can find it in your owner's manual. Now, I'm going to set the oil life percentage back to 100%, and then I will go ahead and start the engine. Make sure that the oil lamp goes out, and we have oil pressure. I have no leaks underneath. It all looks good, and I'll go ahead and shut the engine down. Now, I will go ahead and check the oil level. When you first remove the dipstick, go ahead and wipe it clean and reinsert. Then, pull the dipstick back out, and this will give you your oil level reading. I'm going to go ahead and replace the engine air filter as well. This should be done at every 15 to 20,000 miles, or every 6 months to a year. As you can see, this filter is pretty dirty and needs to be replaced. Next, I will go ahead and replace the cabin air filter. Most of the time they are located behind the glove box. However, some can be more of a challenge to get to. This filter should be replaced every 6 months to a year. When installing your cabin air filter, make sure that the airflow is pointing towards the blower motor. Last few steps, I will go ahead and let the vehicle down on all 4 wheels and torque the lug nuts to the manufacturer's specification. And job well done.